Okay. Let me get set up here, and we'll start. It's a nice day outside, and also we are coming close to the end of this season, and this season will be more or less the last of the classic seasons, or the classic series rather of Madden, but what a way to go out. But before we do, it's time! And with that, let me share this with certain people. I know that for some it's... oh, the heck? Oh, is it based on... I hate when they do this. But anyway. What, Chris Frost? I haven't seen you in a billion years. How you doing, man? And Atticus and Spike Ryan are here. But yeah, it's great to see you. And also great to see Patty with her old account. Not that there was anything wrong with the new one, but there's just something about that old one that has the magic. Oh, let me get. But yeah, Chris, it's. I guess you must have been. Yeah, you are up to date. In fact, you and Patty and brother Asriel are also up. Your first day from back at the club. Oh, and definitely. Oh my gosh, Chris Frost or REW Figs, or I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce your current name, but no, I totally get it. Like when I was in school, I wasn't doing this. Like I would probably make a video here or there, but no, I mean I understood. Like you could definitely focus on your school, man. And also great to see Primetime too. Oh yeah, let me also share this with a few other people, but I guess the only other thing to ask is who wants to go first? Because there's two games today. There's two games, and then of course, well, I wasn't sure about this weekend, but then it opened up. So I'm definitely going to do the Super Bowl this weekend, though. All right. It's actually your original back in 2012. Aw. Oh, okay. So it's going to be... All right. I have the list right here. So it's going to be the Green Bay Packers at the Commanders. All right. So it'll be the Packers at Commanders. And again, this is based on the remaining seeds, and the highest remaining seed takes on the lowest. Oh, I'm sorry. No. I'm good thing I caught this. No, it's the Patriots at the Packers. My bad. It's the Browns at the Commanders. Oh, let me catch up on the chat here. With Chad Turner? After the following... Wait, Chad Turner? Who's Chad Turner? The name sounds so familiar. I'm who knows? Maybe I might have to look up who Chad Turner is. But yeah, Brandon, you are just in time, my friend. But no, it's the Patriots at the Packers. My bad. So let's get to it. And then, of course, we'll have the other game, which will feature Patty's man, Asriel, leading the Browns to take on the Commanders. So here we go. Patriots. Constance. But she preferred to go under the name of Chad. It's all good, though. Yeah, had some watermelon before I started. Okay. Oh, that's right. Gotta go the other way. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then I'll let the people know. All right, so Atticus, Brandon, and Patty are here. The only person I need to let know from the Packers is Louis Levanquer, and then let the folks from the Patriots know. All right, so that Louis Levanquer's owner is Arkham 500. But yeah, it's nice to know that you have a friend named Chad. But it's all good though. Okay. And then I'll let the folks from the Patriots know, including. Oh, this is gonna hurt. It's gonna feature Patty Sana Ram on the other end, so this is gonna be hard for. I have a nephew named Chad. Hi, Chad. And this is also a good time to go get snacks and stuff like that. All right. And then Peter Griffin. I haven't seen Peter ever since he won the championship. But I hope he's doing all right. All right, where are you, Peter, Pumpkin Eater? All right. And who else? Oh, yeah, that's right. Blade Charge and Matt Storm. So let me get him. And everybody's still saying hello to each other. That's awesome. And last but certainly not least, Matt Storm. Okay. Of course, we'll make it clear, and we'll start the game.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
All right, got them all. Good luck, everybody.
Time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Green Bay Packers taking on the New England Patriots.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 40.
There it is.
Back in 1957 under the title The City
The great
Stadium.
Lambeau Field.
Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Green Bay Packers.
All right, so Green Bay will receive the ball to begin the game. And, of course, to kick it out is Blade Charge. For the Patriots, I'll go over who's on each team for those who are just coming in. Takes it out and gets to the 29. That's a very good return. Very good return there. All right, so for the Patriots, you have the kicker / punter, Blade Charge. Oh, but first we have the quarterback for the Packers, and that is Atticus Black, number 86. Well, I guess I can start with the Pack. So, in addition to him, you also have a tight end in Brandon Cuevas, a punter / kicker in Patty Chase, and a defensive tackle in Louis Levanquer. More on the Patriots in a moment. 1st and 10 at the 29.
Throwing to start the drive.
And Atticus could not get away, and the sack is by Judon.
Coming in for that outside linebacker.
Big play by Judon. That's the one thing if you're the Patriots, you had to do it, and he was able to get away from his guy and get to Atticus. And he's about as big as Atticus, actually. I mean, defensively, that's a great start for New England. And speaking of New England, you have Blade Charge as kicker and punter. You have Matt Storm as the quarterback. Peter Griffin as an offensive tackle. And wide receiver is Ram. How's it going there, Empress Alicia, or Alicia? I saw your stream, and I thought that was awesome that you know, it was different because it was ghetto style. Because I remember I used to do that back in the day when, like, I didn't have the capabilities to stream, let alone record off my television. So it was like I had to do it the old school style. Wow! Oh, for a moment I thought he had it, but he couldn't he could not hold on to it.
The ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what
I mean, of course.
talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away.
I mean, Dobbs he had it, but he could not hold on to it. I mean, that just kind of speaks to the struggles that Green Bay has had when I think this is my new approach. It's not bad. I like it. Well, now it's going to be up to Green Bay to defend. Although they did get some field position, as Ram will start at, or not Ram, but the Patriots will start at the 27.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
Of course, it all starts with that man right there, Matt Storm.
Here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards.
Well,
one week
it helped that I wasn't like overly busy at work, because if I was, I probably wouldn't have made it. But I'm happy I got to see it, and I was happy to see it live as it happened. So it was great. Fakes the handoff. And, well, they get the completion, but let's find out who the flag's on. And it's against the offense with the illegal man downfield, Trent Brown. And not only do they not get the first down, they repeat the first down, but it's a 5-yard penalty, so they go backwards to the 22. Oh, not a problem, Alicia. And by the way, if you're interested in who wants to be a GM football edition, let me know and I'll put you on the list. If not, that's all right. But if you're interested.
Looking to throw.
Yeah, I could see that. Oh, Matt Storm. No, what? Fumble!
And the Packers pick it up.
And a nice tackle there by Matt Storm, but a fumble. Well, now the Green Bay Packers have the advantage now. So the defense came through both times, but now the Packers have a great starting field position here.
You're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
So Green Bay will start 1st and 10, and that was off of a turnover by, no thanks, all right, not a problem. They run it, but Jones does not get anything. He actually tripped on one of the players. I didn't see if he tripped on one of his own or tripped on an opposing player.
You have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They hand it off again, but this time he does get 3 yards, which is not a lot. It's now a 3rd and 7.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job standing.
Well, considering that they just got a turnover or what is it? Forced a turnover, even a field goal doesn't sound so bad, but obviously they want to get into the end zone, do the Packers, and especially Atticus Black. Atticus has to... No, wait! Fumble! Oh! Well, another fumble. That's 2 fumbles, and that's going to put him back at this 37, though. I was amazed by how many total views I've earned since doing the YouTube stream. Well, hey, I'm just thankful that in building a rapport with, how do I put this? By building a rapport or a following for yourself, through me and through, Dragonheart and several other channels, and that was off target. I'm not sure what happened there, but I'm just happy it worked out, Alicia. And, well, unfortunately, they didn't show if it was blocked or anything. And also, good to see you, Joker.
And a fumble last time. Ball security.
So, offense, not off. That was a bad kick, though. But then again, I guess,
every team gets together for the first time.
I mean, you get those terrible kicks, unfortunately.
First day of camp in the regular season. Ball security comes up about what the
Oh, not a problem, Alicia.
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They go play action here on first
and
down.
Matt Storm. Well, this time Matt Storm completes a pass for 17 yards.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, so 1st and 10 at the 39, past midfield. And we'll see if New England can take advantage of this. Oh, no, wait. Well, he loses 5 yards on that sack by Wyatt. Obviously, no relation to Bray Wyatt, obviously. Oh, not a problem, Alicia. Thank you for coming in.
Man, that's just
it was
so difficult for them because just
you did well, and I appreciate that.
When you decide to throw the football,
well, I'm pretty sure you do, but I'm just happy that it worked out, is what I'm trying to say.
It's really difficult task.
Now, 2nd and 15 at the 44 now.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson.
Well, Ramondre Stevenson now makes it a 3rd and 2. That was a good run.
2nd and long. Now we go to
it looked as if the Packers were anticipating a pass, but they got a run instead, and it worked out.
You can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to.
But now we're going to find out if they're going to run or do a play action, though.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Intercepted!
Henry is intercepted.
And this could be, I believe, touchdown, Green Bay!
It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
A pick 6 by, I can't see his name. His name is back to me.
Something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover.
Well, Atticus, what do you think?
Yeah, no panic in their eyes. Was their partner? Think about it this way.
Oh, Nixon. Nixon was the guy that got it. And he was able to secure the ball, get up.
They got pushed back in an early series.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, okay, the Motor City Machine Guns I was kind of expecting, but the Lucha Brothers? I thought Pentagon was still under contract with AEW. And, of course, Patty gets the extra point.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Keyshawn Nixon of the Packers. Yep, there you go. And there's Chase, Patty Chase.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll start this drive.
Whoa, nice run there by Ram. I mean, Ram is probably a little bit stronger than your typical wide receiver. He's kind of bordering on tight end, but
just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath.
Oh, hey, you know, Brandon, that's your teammate.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't see like whether it was partially blocked or anything like that, or if it was just a bad kick. So I can't really say. But still, they hand it off, and Stevenson gets 4 yards negative. I saw the replay of the last show. It was great. Well, wait, what was great?
But they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Lucha Bros are going to SmackDown. Of course, one thing I'll never forget, especially when it comes to the Lucha Bros, was before then, I remember when they won the tag team titles at All at, I believe it was another interception!
Struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And another touchdown!
It's a pick six and a Packers
Okay. Oh, yeah, that one. Well, awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. But
excellent play there, CD.
man, the defense is scoring all the points. I mean, how do you feel about this, Atticus?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel.
Oh, great play there by Campbell.
Lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
And, of course, Atticus very happy. I mean, of course, why would he not be? His team is up. But now if you're New England, you got to, and of course the coach not very happy with the throws.
Now the extra point try,
I mean, again, we don't know if it's the execution or the play calling, but whatever it is, it's not working. And of course, Patty gets another point after the touchdown. So it's 14-0 Green Bay.
But then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Well, now it's going to, I mean, now the question's going to be, can New England get out of the hole that they just put themselves in? If they can't, Green Bay is going to the Super Bowl. All right, 8 seconds left to go in this first quarter. We still got one more game after this one, of course, but
now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner,
anyway, nice. Anyway, a nice completion. They got 3 yards on that one to Hunter Henry.
You're not hearing everyone say, "Oh, hey, you'll get them next
time."
All that stuff just goes right out the window.
Well, just be careful, otherwise Patty's going to kick you. If knowing Patty. Anyway, that's the end of the first quarter, and at the end, it is 14-0 Green Bay.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Back to throw.
And incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes with a big 3rd down.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I might have to start working on the next Fire Pro show, which is not this week or even the weekend after, but, you know, but the one after that. All right, so 3rd and 7 at the 29. Patriots. And Matt Storm's going to run. Well, this time he holds on to the ball, and he gets to the 40-yard line.
Conversion successful. A gain of 11.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And Matt Storm, bad throw. Or incomplete, rather. Now it's 2nd and 10. I mean, the clock does stop, but that's the only subjective benefit from it.
He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Back to throw.
Oh, but gets caught.
Give him nowhere to go, and they
And of course, it's Wyatt. Again, no relation to Bray Wyatt.
Now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Man, Green Bay is on fire, folks.
Themselves into foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Well, so far, like, Atticus and the offense have been well rested. It's the defense that's doing a great job.
The Packers defensively 6
Anyway,
DBs,
3rd and 15. Let's see if they can get off the field and force a 3 and out here. Or force a 4th down. Well, they do. I mean, 5 yards for Matt Storm rushing, but nowhere close to a first down.
4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
The Patriots send out their punter. Jaden Reed is deep for Green Bay. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it.
And, well, and that was actually kind of a bad. And just as we talked about Patty not getting a good kick, now it happened to Blaycharge, unfortunately for him.
An awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams...
All right, so now it's up to Atticus, or not up to Atticus. I mean, yeah, it is up to Atticus, but it's also up to New England to see if they can get a turnover and get their offense back on the field, but we'll see what happens.
Throwing to start the drive.
And a completion this time.
It's Romeo Doubs.
Caught by Romeo Doubs.
45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene.
Yep, Doubs with 13 yards and a first down at the 44.
Continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield.
And a run to the right, and manages to get 3 yards on that one. Now at the 48.
They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Excuse me.
Again, it's Jones.
Jones with a run.
And he'll get it down here
and a first down past midfield. 1st and 10.
First down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Yep, Aaron Jones.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Black.
Atticus. Wow, what a throw, and just as great of a catch. And he got it to Reed.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officials.
Got it to Reed at the 14-yard line. 29 yards on that pass. And also went out of bounds, and that stops the clock. And so they do have time for one play before the 2-minute warning in the first half.
Two minutes to play.
Oh, well, never mind. I thought for a moment they were going to do it, but I guess the clock ran. Oh, well. Well, anyway, 1st and 10, 2 minutes, 14-yard line, now in the red zone are the Packers.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. Black.
Atticus. Yeah, Atticus is going to run. Atticus. Well, he gets to the first down. Well, he gets to the 2-yard line and gets a first down, excuse me.
12 yards, first down.
That's the first time he's
Of course, New England does have 3 times. Well, actually, both teams have all their timeouts. So Green Bay can call a timeout if they need to.
That slept on him in the pocket.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Jones
scores it. Nice handoff. And the Packers add to the lead. So far, 3 touchdowns.
I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So the drive there took 6 plays.
6 plays, 68 yards.
Was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones.
Well, of course it's not over until it's over, but if New England's going to get back in this, they got to make something out of it.
This taken in right around the goal line.
Anyway, Ram gets swarmed and goes down at the 24.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Okay.
They'll come out throwing
and Matt Storm gets flushed out of the pocket. He does avoid a tackle, and he's going to... Okay, I'm not sure why you would do that, Matt. Really, I don't know why. But let's see what happens, though. Let's see. That's... Well, that was an illegal forward pass by Matt Storm, so that's second and 10, though.
Those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Wow, really? I mean, okay. I kind of expected the Dodgers because, you know, they like ever since the new ownership the current ownership took over for the Dodgers, they have been consistent contenders.
Again with the arm here on second down. Throw left side, complete
Well,
to Smith-Schuster.
And Smith-Schuster does get a completion, but could not get away from the tackle to make any further play. So a key tackle there by Nixon. But I mean, of course, the Guardians. Well, the Yankees are also are another team that are perennial contenders. But the Guardians and Brewers, you know, sometimes they've had years where they've been good. Other times they have not. Very inconsistent are those two teams.
3rd and 4.
But now it's 3rd and 4.
He'll drop to throw.
Matt Storm trying to look for somebody. Then gets flushed out of the pocket. And a timeout used up. And that was from New England.
Second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50
well, they get to
go in the first half.
The 39-yard line, but they are still a long ways away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
And a completion. Although, wait, we got another flag. What's this?
And the contact may have come too early.
And this was, what is this? Defensive pass interference. Oh, so Nixon did a couple of good things, but he did one bad thing, and now that gives him an automatic first down, and New England still has a chance, and the clock stops. Forming the party wars? Awesome.
They'll set up a throw.
Matt Storm gets flushed out of the pocket. He lets it go. Oh, an open man!
Complete. And all the way inside the
wow! Hunter Henry with a catch. Seriously, who left him open? Anyway. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the Central Division hasn't really been consistent when it comes to the division winner. So okay, I can understand that, but no, the Yankees and Dodgers are two teams that have been fairly consistent, especially the Dodgers. Anyway, now there's still time going up. Now let's see if New England can take advantage of that big play and get it to within 2 scores. Flushed out of the pocket. And a touchdown, New England. So New England cuts it to within 2.
And the Patriots are on the board here in the final seconds.
Great play by and you know, gotta give I have to give some respect to New England. They could have folded, but they didn't.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
So New England scores and gets to within 2 scores. Obviously, they're still down, and they'll have to. Devontae Parker.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half.
Well, there's only 11 seconds for Green Bay to make a play, but let's see what they do.
And he'll go down.
Well, they'll get to the 25.
Start at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They run it. Well, they don't get really a lot out of it, but that's the end of the half. And at the end of the half, it is 21-7. Green Bay.
Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. In that first half, it was the veteran Aaron Jones who had it going. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Yeah, that was Jonathan Coachman, the coach.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes
all right,
the
so
return.
New England will start the ball for the second half. and they'll start at the 24. Well, if New England is going to win, they're going to have to score a touchdown here, get a stop, and score another touchdown, and that's just to tie the game. Obviously, if you're Green Bay, the last thing you want to do is give up a touchdown. Yeah, he's been with ESPN for a good while, but no doubt I will always remember him as the guy who would get ridiculed by The Rock.
So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get
and who knows, maybe if, well, nice catch though.
And they're able to get this one
well,
across the 35.
you know, after those 2 interceptions, now Matt Storm has calmed down.
This one moves the chains.
And if that's the case, Green Bay has got to be aware.
He had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again. And they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Stevenson now on first
Stevenson.
and he's going to take
Well, he gets 3 yards on that.
Around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll
And another completion, and they get a first down.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
They hand it off, gets by 1 tackle, but the second gets him. Nice tackle there by Kenny Clark. And that's a tackle for loss. That's a 2-yard loss there. Or actually, no, that was a 5-yard loss. My bad.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, it's Stevenson.
Stevenson with a run.
And this will be taken across
Well, he gets back to where they were. Now it's 3rd and 7.
Success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw.
And Matt Storm. Wait, did he catch it? He caught it. Wow. What a catch by Parker. I mean, New England's still staying in the game. And Matt LaFleur at a loss of, like, come on, guys. You were able to stop him before. How come you can't stop him now? Or it could be the fact that they've been on the field longer than the offense has, so there could be a little bit of fatigue, but still.
From the gun, it's Stevenson.
And Stevenson gets about 3 yards on that.
Maybe 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
All right, so 2nd and 7. And, wow. Left the middle open. I guess they were anticipating a cover, or, sorry, a pass, but they did not anticipate a short yard passage, though. And, of course, by Stevenson. Stevenson, you know, pulling a Marshall Faulk, not only running the ball, but, you know, receiving it. So, I mean, that's good for him. And good for the Patriots if they're going to have any chance of coming back.
They'll look back to throw here.
And nice coverage there. I didn't see who broke it up. Didn't see who broke it up, but it was, yeah, that was just a nice pass defense there.
On that last play.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll set up to
Matt
throw.
Storm. And
Patriots.
they got the touchdown.
Devontae Parker.
Once again, Devontae Parker with, I believe that's his second.
And
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency.
It is, okay.
Get relaxed enough to get it done.
That's insane.
Extra point forthcoming.
So with this, they are now within one score. So now if you're Green Bay, you got to score. Even if it's just a field goal, especially given that it's 5 minutes a quarter. So if you're Green Bay, you got to stay on the field as long as you can and get a score, preferably a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Okay. Oh wait, we got a flag. What's this? All right, let me adjust my seat again. Oh. And what was this? A holding call, so that's going to put him back at the 15. And again, if you're Green Bay, the last thing you want to do is commit penalties and put yourself in a worse position than you would have otherwise would have. Mike Gesicki, a former Miami Dolphin. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right, he was. All right, so 14 and 21, or 21 and 14. So it was a completion. Great play there by Christian Watson. Now they're back at the 28.
25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone,
anyway,
zone blitz scheme.
Well, they get about 2 yards on that.
Your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Black. Quick slant to
Now I hear that Gesicki is on the Bengals. Okay.
Takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And with that, that's the end of the 3rd quarter, and at the end of 3, it is 21-14.
This is the NFL, and it's
Green Bay.
EA Sports.
All right, 1st and 10 at the 40. Green Bay. 5 minutes. 5 minutes away from going to the Super Bowl. But can they hold on, or better yet, can they add to the lead? And if obviously, if you're the Patriots, the one thing you want to do is try to get a stop or get the ball back at any cost. But of course, Aaron Jones gets the first down with a 10-yard run. Now at midfield, the 50-yard line for those who don't know.
In a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And Atticus with a completion gets by one guy, but couldn't get it by another one. But still, 6 yards on that completion, and he got it to Aaron Jones. Did Atticus?
Come back and make a nice safe throw, and in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This 2nd and 4. Back to throw.
Atticus. Well, that was a bad throw. Now it's 3 and 4.
Christian Watson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down.
And
oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to
Atticus,
him.
I don't know what to say about that last pass, though.
When we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert, and I guess every team would say that, Charles.
Well,
but
now if you're Green Bay, you got to make. No, he's going to go for it. Oh boy! I would have thought they were going to try to go for a field goal, but no. Well, they do make it. Oh, that was a huge risk, because had they not made it, New England would have had great field position, but instead, Green Bay holds on to the ball. Now they're at the 24. A huge first down, 4th down conversion.
Here in the 4th quarter, and this defense is once again unable to stop them.
And that was to Watson, number 9.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. They'll look to throw again.
And
the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, he tried to throw it, but incomplete.
We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks
Well,
to
they
throw.
get 4 yards on that one. Now it's 3rd and 6.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon,
now it's
a pretty good one to
now
run
it's 3rd and 6 at the 20.
away from people on it.
They just entered the red zone.
They are in need
And of course, Green Bay running out the clock as much as they can before they have to hit the play button, and they will. Another completion. Although, wait, we got a flag. What's this? I think that was... Oh, Christian Gonzalez with a face mask. And now what that does is put them at the 2. And now Green Bay, if they punch it in, it's over. Especially with the amount of time that's left. So if you're New England, you got to find a way to stop them. You can't even let them score a field goal.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal.
They hand it off. And, of course, Jones gets his 2nd rushing touchdown. That's going to possibly clinch the game. I mean, really, were it not for those 2 turnovers, this is probably an even game, but it's not. But those 2 turnovers, especially those 2 pick sixes, really biting the Patriots in the butt this time. And also, great job there with the blocking on the part of Jenkins and Watson, or I didn't see who it was. Sorry. I was so busy talking. Anyway, here's Patty Chase coming in. And gets a 4th point. So Patty has 4 points.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Well, I mean, barring a miracle, Green Bay is going to the Super Bowl. The Guardians are my best friend today.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in
Wait,
this ball game.
wait, so your Tigers are getting closer and closer to making the postseason?
Long sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's
Well,
always
anyway,
a question that you have when
Atticus,
you
you're
have to
just
come
in
off
time
bench
for
after
the
having
end of
sat there for a
the
long
game,
time.
and
Are you ready to go?
well, like I
Are you
said,
loosened
barring
up?
a
But even more so,
complete
are you
collapse,
mentally alert and ready to
Green
put your
Bay's
best
making it to the
product out
Super
there?
Bowl. Tied with Minnesota for the last wild card spot. Oh boy.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And Matt Storm,
And that throw behind
incomplete.
his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I mean, Matt Storm has 2 touchdowns, but he also has 2 interceptions.
Second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more.
Well,
than it
anyway,
was.
Atticus, would you like a little rundown as to how Green Bay scored 28 points?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Anyway, 2nd and 10 at the 25. And a jump pass, and all right, now we have a flag. What's this?
He will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
And it looks like, I believe that's a holding against Trent Brown. Now that's going to result in 2nd and 20 now.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Oh, okay. Okay, see, so you did see it. See, I wasn't sure. No, you had 2 pick sixes and 2 touchdown runs by Aaron Jones. Anyway, completion. I believe that was to Ramondre Stevenson.
In this situation,
Yeah, it was. That's only a 2nd reception.
they're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7
And even though that was for 7 yards, that's not even a first down, so it's now 3rd and 13 at the 22.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun,
Matt Storm
he'll look to throw.
gets a completion,
Stevenson again, back-to-back
and even
plays.
though it goes for a lot of yards, not enough for a first down, though.
He can only get this to the 30. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. As expected, they're going for
And
it to
Matt
keep the
Storm
drive
going to go
alive.
for it,
this
and
is-
intercepted!
That should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Jair Alexander with the pick, and to ice the game. I mean, that was just a great, well, first and foremost, great concentration there by Alexander.
You really have no chance to win the football game.
And, yeah,
And Green Bay
that was
getting
just
ready
a
to
bad
go
throw
as
there
they
by
take
Matt
the
Storm.
field.
Not his best game,
Now they are
unfortunately.
really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The
Well, now
defense does
Atticus
have
gets to
all
go back
3
out
timeouts, but at this point,
and
doesn't
run out
look
the
like
clock.
It's gonna matter much.
The only possible way that I could see it is, well, I don't want to say it, but it would take a pick
Good
6
starting field position
just to
for
even
them as
get
they
back
come
in
up
this.
1st and
Otherwise,
10,
anything short of that,
just shy of
they could
midfield
just
at
run out the clock
48.
here.
And now a fake on
Yeah,
the
that's
jet
insane.
sweep, gonna give to Jones.
Oh,
And
Jones,
just
well, he
1
tried to run
yard here
out,
from
but
the
he
49
gets,
to the 50.
I think he only got 2 yards on that one, and they used a timeout. Anyway, Detroit was 52 and 57 at the trade deadline with a 10% or less than a 0.1% chance at the postseason, and now they're 80 and 73. If nothing else, they can build on this. But we'll find out if they can actually make it.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
Well, another timeout used up by the Patriots.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I mean, there's still one more timeout for them to use. I mean, you have to credit New England's resolve to try to win or, fight to the bitter end. But let's see what they do to the Packers.
Looking to throw. Black.
Well, they get the completion, and that's the last timeout they can use up.
Their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
No. I mean, obviously, until you look at the box score, or rather the stats of, or the highlights, Pat scored 2 touchdowns, but Green Bay just slammed the door. Green Bay was up by as much as 21 to nothing. I mean, the Patriots get to within 1 score, but Green Bay shut the door.
38-yard line,
to their credit, because I thought for a moment New England was on their way back, but it didn't work. It didn't work out for them.
An inside give to Jones.
And Jones, gets the first down, but let's find out what that flag is for.
That should be the one that finishes the script.
Although it is not, because that's a holding call. That's a holding call. That's something that they'll have to clean up, especially by the time they get to the Super Bowl, because... But overall, Green Bay did very, very well. But now it's 2nd and 20. They'll take the knee. They'll take the knee. And they'll have to take another knee to run it out officially. They do, and with that, Green Bay is going back to the Super Bowl for the first time in a long time. And at the helm is Atticus Black.
So it's all over.
And for Matt Storm, they say a storm is coming. Well, in this case, the storm is over.
And they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business.
Well, at the very least, for most of the Patriots, at least they were good sports about it.
Gave it back to the offense.
Yep, GG's, but we're going to find out if Atticus's brother, Azriel, is going to make it to the Super Bowl with the Browns, because if he does, there's only one thing that's going to happen, and that is the House of Black explode as the brothers fight for the gold. Anyway, there's the 2 pick sixes that we had early in the game. And that proved to be the difference, because without those, this is still a close game, and who knows what happens. Who knows? I mean, it could go into overtime, and who knows who wins that. But as it is, the Packers win. As they look to reclaim the Lombardi. All right, so here's some of the stats. Let's look at the stats really quickly, as we usually do. Yep, Atticus had the better game. Not perfect. And while he didn't have any touchdowns, more importantly, he did not have any interceptions. And while Matt had more yards and more completions, those interceptions really killed him. Yeah, the defense and the run game definitely did the damage, though. Let's go out to eat, Sanaram. And of course, when it comes to... wrong stat there. I mean, of course, Atticus and Matt Storm each committed a fumble, but it was Aaron Jones. I mean, 52 yards on 12 attempts and 2 touchdowns. You can't beat that. Devontae Parker had, without a doubt, the best game because he has 2 touchdowns and 63 yards. In fact, let me see. Yeah, that's the most yards. That's the most receptions. Only Hunter Henry has a higher average yard per reception, but Devontae Parker had most of the stats, though. For offensive linemen, Cole Strange allowed a sack, and Zach Tom, allowed 2 sacks. So yeah, Zach is going to have to step up his game when it comes to blocking. As for the total tackles, Quay Walker has the most, and then 3 guys out of the 4 have a tackle for loss. Matthew Judon had 2 sacks, as did Devontae Wyatt. And then 3 guys each had an interception. But 2 of those guys, Nixon and Campbell, had a touchdown. Now, of course, Play Charge had 2 extra points. Patty had 4. And both Play Charge and Patty each had to punt once. And, of course, Rim had 118 yards. And there you go. So, yeah, congratulations to you, Atticus, and I imagine part of you wants your brother to win so we can have the House of Black explode. So, anyway. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do, especially with Who Wants to Be a GM. So, what I'm going to do is, once we figure out how many GMs we're going to have, regardless, each team will get a free agent signing or a free agent pick, so to speak. Now, if there's an uneven number of teams compared to the number of players that we have in the pool, minus the general manager players, like let's say, for example, we have there's 40 players total, and then we have, let's see, let me count how many GMs we actually have right now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10. We have an even number. So minus those 10, there's 30 people in the pool, and each team would get 3 picks. Now, if, say, we had 12 teams, well, then obviously the teams that had the worst record would get extra picks, right? But what about those teams that don't get the extra picks? Well, in situations like that, I will give those teams an extra free agent pick, but just like in the draft, they can trade it away and try to hoard on picks, kind of like what Jose tried to do in the NHL draft that we did for Who Wants to Be a GM. So something like that. Oh, can I be a GM of a team and have my player play for another team, or do you have to play for your own team? No, you have to play for your own team. You have to play for your own team. I mean, I can definitely explore that option when the time comes, but this is in its infancy at this point. The concept, that is. But of course, there's still time for anybody else who wants to be a GM in the chat, or even if you're watching this on the replay, let me know and I'll put you down. And that's provided you have a player assigned to you. And if not, and if not, that's all right. I will, like after the season, I will evaluate who's in the pool and bring in some new people, like say Spike Ryan, for instance. I don't have him yet, but I will make a player of him as an example. All right, so without any further ado, I don't want to take up too much time. So, let's say, Either way works. I just feel it would be interesting if people played for other teams other than just to see how well they respond being on other teams. Yep. Oh yeah, let me cross out the Patriots since they're out. And so now we have the highest seed remaining and the lowest seed remaining. We have the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, we have the Cleveland Browns against the Washington Commanders. So with that, I am going to let the people that are in this game know. Oh yeah, and then of course update my Excel sheet. There we go. All right, let me start with the Commanders since let me start with those guys, including Shadow Knight. And this is a good time to go get snacks and stuff like that. Okay. And then let me see. Oh yeah, that's right. Najee. Oh yeah, that's right. Darius Helms. I almost forgot about him. I mean, of course, I should mention that the Commanders did win the Madden Super Bowl, or the Madden Series Super Bowl, excuse me. And of course, that was with Brandon Cuevas as the quarterback at the time. And also, Patty, how do you feel about making it to the Super Bowl, albeit you're teaming up with with Atticus, and of course, Atticus is a good friend. And then who else? Oh yeah, that's right, Najee, and then Joshua. I think correct me if I'm wrong, Patty, but the last time that you were in the Super Bowl, you ended up lucking out with the New York Giants in that every team that you faced at that time ended up losing to the Giants, but then the Giants unfortunately lost to the Chiefs. But then again, who doesn't lose to the Chiefs, sadly? but that should not take away from what you did. And in fact, I definitely salute you, Patty. All right. Oh yeah, that's right. And Najee. Oh yeah, I should also mention tomorrow. I'm going to be getting together with Nachi's friend, Diamond Light, to play some Uno. I'll be playing Uno on the Switch, by the way. I should mention which version. But if somehow you have that game, let me know, and I'll put you on the list. Of course, this is in collaboration with my good friend, with our good friend Diamond Light, because I owed him a birthday gift, and up until now, or up until recently, he hadn't been able to use it, and finally he is. So I'm happy to finally, pay the favor. So, and it's all good though. It's all good. Okay, now we go from Atticus, his teammate. Oh, okay. So that was probably when your internet was out. Yeah, it probably was, which sucks, but it was what it was. Okay, so we go from your teammate Atticus to your man, Azriel Black. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I don't have a way to contact Mr. Vince. I'm not sure if Primetime Sean Sanders is in the chat, but if he is, let me know. And while that's happening, I'll let Munchie know that she's up next. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Uh, wait, where is he? Wait, where did I put? Oh yeah, Munchie. Okay, Primetime is here. All right, cool. Cool. All right, so the only other person I need to get is Munchie. So yeah, just to let her know that her friend Azriel. All right, now we got it. Okay, I'll move it over here, and we'll put it at clear. And with that, good luck, and may the best team win.
Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see the Washington Commanders taking on the Cleveland Browns.
All right, so good luck on the field there, prime time.
Practically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
There you see Joshua James. I'll go over the lineup for those who are just jumping in. And it looks like Cleveland will start, so I will start with Cleveland. And really, I didn't think that the Washington Commanders would have a home game of their own, given that they were in Pittsburgh, but they won. And then all the other teams that were ahead of them in terms of seeding lost. So now they're the highest remaining seed. So this is a first-time opportunity to look at FedEx Field. But really, though, honestly, like, if you look at FedEx Field, it was just, or not was, it is very crap. So, you know, I wish nothing but the best for the Commander fans, especially through all the crap that they've had to go through with Dan Snyder. But thankfully he's gone. Now it's just up to the new regime to clean up the mess he left. Anyway, there you see Azriel Black. So Azriel Black is the quarterback. Then you have Mr. Vince as the punter/kicker. And then we have primetime Sean Sanders as the running back and offensive tackle, Adedra Lewis. Yep, absolutely. Despite that, best of luck to both teams. Yeah, it's time for the... Yep, we'll see if the Dog Pound can get the job done. Let's see if they do that. All right, 1st and 10. At the 24, Azriel, incomplete.
Too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Yo, Najee, what's up? Also, I have some good news for you, dude, if you want to know. But aside from that, though, how's it going, man? Anyway, first rush for Sean Sanders, only gets 2 yards on that.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, great job there by the defense of Washington, obviously. And, of course, it does feature, I believe that's Chase Young, you know, when he was still with the team. Obviously, he got traded later in the season. Oh, now going for the long one. And he caught it. I can't believe it. 48 yards by Azriel Black to Amante Cooper. 48 yards. Wow, what a play. Look at that. But no, how's everything going there, Najee? But yeah, I have some good news for you, dude. What? I mean, that was a great throw. And number 2, that was a great catch. And for the defensive player, hey, he could have just as easily dropped it. But no, that was a great play. But yeah, Patty, that's what you're going to have to contend with if the Browns make it.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
David Njoku with a catch, and he gets it to the 18-yard line. 2nd and 2.
Made a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2 yards to go. 2nd down.
You're at work? Oh, okay. I don't know if you're free tomorrow. Tomorrow night.
Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at
Anyway,
the 9.
nice catch there by Donovan Peoples-Jones. Again, that's another guy that was on the Browns, but then he got traded and was traded to Detroit later that year in 2023.
They've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams
Oh,
march it right to the goal line
well,
and not cash in.
our good friend Diamond Light, given that I owed him a birthday gift, and the birthday gift could be anything between a choice of a game, and in this case, it was Uno for the Switch. I don't know if you're free, but we'll see what we can do. I might still. We could always change it to like Saturday or Sunday. We'll see what Diamond Light says, because he's available on those days too. So anyway, a carry by Hunt, but unfortunately he gets moved back by 1 yard. 3rd and goal. Anyway, nice pitch to Kareem Hunt, but the defense anticipated the run, though. Sorry, Azrael, but we're awesome. Okay. Well, you know what? Besides myself and Diamond Light, the only other person that's going to join us is Munchie. Now, obviously, we can have other players come in. Ooh, almost got picked off. Ooh, that was almost that almost got picked off. But we're going to find out. Are they going to kick it, or are they going to go for it? Especially given that they're on the 3-yard line.
So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now.
They're going to kick it. No, it's a fake. Wow! What? I don't believe it. A fake. And who caught that one? I believe that was Lewis. Wow! I did not expect that. All right, let's take a look. So we thought they were gonna, and it was Watson.
Fake field goal, help them win it and go to the Super Bowl.
Now the try here for the extra point.
Are they going to fake this one too? No, they're not.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
That's the first time in a while I've seen a fake field goal turn into a touchdown. That's insane. But yeah, Patty, that's another thing you might have to deal with if Cleveland makes it to the Super Bowl. They're willing to do anything to win. So basically for the Browns, they have to do it when the Packers least expect it. So I have to think that the Packers may expect it. Or will they? We'll find out. I mean, obviously, Washington can still win, especially because they have Najee as quarterback. Yes, Najee is the quarterback. So yeah, it's the first time that we have Najee as quarterback. I mean, he's been a running back, he's been a linebacker, he's pretty much been everything except a lineman, because he's not that big. But otherwise, Najee is, and there you see him right there, Najee. Oh, speaking of Najee, here are the rest of, so aside from him as quarterback, you also have at center Shadow Knight and Darius Helms as the tight end, and of course punter / kicker is Joshua James.
He's an asset to have in any offense.
All right, so at the 28, 1st and 10, 2 minutes and 3 seconds in the first quarter. Let's see if they can respond. They hand it off. Well, Gibson gets away from one tackle, but manages only to get 1 yard. And Gibson was huge in Washington's victory over the Steelers. So Gibson is going to have to step up his game or to either match or exceed the effort that he put in against the Steelers. Obviously, the Browns are going to be a more tougher defense to do it because they can defend the run.
First throw of the night is
But apparently they can't defend the pass as they get 9 yards for just enough for a first down.
They have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond.
And another rush by Gibson, but he's averaging a yard so far per run. They're going to have to...
That felt like a trap.
But, I mean, not just Gibson, but also the offensive line are going to have to do a better job with making some lanes.
And they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9.
All right, Najee, a completion. And did they get enough yards for that? Yes, they do. Well, all right. Well, so far, Cleveland has not been able to stop the pass, but they can stop the run. And of course, Najee got it to the tight end. Darius Helms.
And they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10,
they hand it off. This time they get a better run. Gibson finally gets a better run, and also great blocking on the part of the offensive lineman there. 1st and 10 at the 39, or the Cleveland 39.
To the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
Fakes the handoff.
They'll look to throw.
And, ooh, almost got picked off.
It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
All right. Ooh, well, they got the playoff before the game clock ended for the first quarter, and they get 2 yards on that last one, so 3rd and 8. And at the end of one quarter, it is 7-0. 7-0 Cleveland. But yeah, Najee, you have a chance to go to the Super Bowl, and for the first time without Diamond Light. Sadly, Diamond Light's team, or the team that he was on, got eliminated. So who knows? Let's see if you can represent for the DWO. All right, Najee gets a throw off, and was that a catch? That's a catch.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns.
And who caught that one? I didn't see who it was. Oh, Dotson. Dotson with a 19-yard reception. Great catch there by Dotson.
Gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive.
That was just a great throw, great catch. So, yeah, this is the championship game. The only reason I don't call it a conference championship game is because we have 3 NFC teams and 1 AFC team. So that's why I didn't call it a championship conference game. But it is otherwise for the same right to go to the Super Bowl. That's really what this is. Another run there by Gibson. So after getting off to a pitiful start, now he's running it down. 1st and goal.
They scouted the line of scrimmage. With their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Oh, thank you so much, man.
To get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Gibson.
What? Fumble!
Well,
they tried to hand it off, but okay. So Washington recovered the fumble, but
as it turns out,
that was close.
Give away these types of opportunities in the red zone.
2nd and goal at the 3, but that was close. They almost fumbled it.
Fortunately for him, able to get picked up.
All right, let's see what happened there.
Fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red
All right,
zone.
so it was recovered. Yeah, number 24 dropped it, but I didn't see who picked it up. But whoever did, Washington still retains possession of the ball.
Fortunate to get another shot. Here's
All right, so second and goal. Let's see what they do.
On the ground,
They hand it off,
and he is into the end zone.
and the Commanders
Touchdown, Washington.
tied the game,
Logan
or
Thomas.
an extra point away from doing that.
Touchdown run.
And they got it to Thomas.
Away from evening this
Great job
up.
there. Great run there by Thomas to just pound it in.
Strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you
I mean,
get
great
them
great
tired,
block
but
there
the
by
big one is
Charles
mental.
and
They can't
Shadow
figure
Knight.
out
Shadow
how to
Knight is
slow you
also one
down,
of the
how
star
to get
players
off the
outside
field,
from
how to
yourself,
get the ball back.
Najee,
They go to the
and
bench wondering, what are we going to do next time?
and of course
in order
Shadow
to stop
Knight
those guys.
is your
Extra
center,
point attempt to come here.
the guy that hikes the ball. Touchdown Commanders, indeed. And of course, your kicker slash punter is Joshua James. And the thing is, he wanted to be on the Commanders, but in order to make it happen, because his original team was the Patriots, and that, okay, come on, guys. Come on, cameraman. We got to get better than that. Anyway. So he requested a trade, and of course, not Pittsburgh, New England does agree to it, as it brings in Blaycharge, the kicker for Washington at the time. And then, of course, after the Patriots won their game, they were able to make the trade. So Joshua, he wanted to be on the Commanders that badly, and he made it. But now we'll see if he'll come into play. However, primetime Sean Sanders gets it to the 29. Nice return there by primetime Sean Sanders. Well, now we're going to find out if it becomes a seesaw battle or if a defense can make a stop. Because neither team's defense has been able to get a stop. Kind of the opposite start of what we had in the previous game, where the offense couldn't get anything going, but the defense was doing it.
They just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
It'll be Sanders.
They hand it off to Sanders. Sanders gets a first down and a whole lot more, and he gets it to the 49-yard line. Wow, Sean Sanders, how are you doing this, man?
Big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
I mean, great run by Sean Sanders.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Another run here with Sanders.
Sanders with another great run. 2nd and 4 after getting 6.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Fakes the handoff. Gets.
Right side. This is Sanders.
Well, Sanders gets a catch. I guess Primetime can't talk while he's on the field, so understandable. Hopefully we'll get a word from him pretty soon. However, now it's 3rd and 2. So we'll see if Washington can finally get a stop, or if Cleveland will, or if Cleveland's going to get to continue the drive here. Can't talk. There we go.
On 3rd and 2.
And they do. Nice completion. And it's by Njoku. And we get the 2-minute warning, and now it is tied 7-7.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Black.
And then Azriel gets by one guy.
Buying time to his left.
And gets forced out of bounds. I mean, that could have been a lot worse than it ended up, but he does get 2 yards on that one.
It was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Second down and 8. Looking to throw.
All right, so Azriel, another completion. And again to Njoku, the tight end. I got to say, Azriel, you're doing a great job finding your targets, whether it's Sean Sanders or Njoku. I mean, of course, you still have Peoples-Jones and Amari Cooper to help along. I guess you're just going for whoever is open, and so far you're doing pretty well.
On first down.
Another completion.
It's Ford.
And he gets it to the other running back, Ford.
And that will bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Black.
And, well, had to throw that one away.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Another quick pass. Now, wait a minute. Do they get enough yards on that one to get a first down? Timeout being used.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do
next. Well, they get to a fourth and 1. Well, now Cleveland's going to... Oh, wait a minute. We're going to get a booth review, and I believe they're going to try to find where the spot of the catch was. So the call was that they were short, but they're looking at this. Okay. So it was a challenge on the part of the Browns to. Actually, I'm not sure if it was a challenge, but the spot was being reviewed just to make sure whether or not the Browns got the first down or not. And apparently they did. Much to the chagrin of the crowd. So now Cleveland still continues the drive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Azriel. Well, had to throw it away. 2nd and 10. 1:11 still left to go in the first half.
So no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Another completion. Now they get to the 10-yard line, and that was by Peoples-Jones who caught that. And a timeout being used.
First of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Black.
Azriel going the wrong way, and he gets caught. Oh, Azriel went the wrong way, and now got set back to the 24, and that's going to be a 4th and 18. Oh dear. Yeah, that was a bad play though, and now Cleveland is going to have to go for a field goal. Are they going to try to fake it again? They're not. And this time they get the field goal, so it's good. Good kick there by Mr. Vince. Obviously no relation to Vince McMahon.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And, of course, Najee very happy because that limits them to a field goal rather than a touchdown.
A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And, ooh, nice return, though, to the 28.
So the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
All right, so Najee gets flushed out of the pocket. And, wow, I'll tell you what, his experience as a running back paid off in spades. The fact that he was able to run and use his prior running back experience to get that first down is huge. However, time is running short. They only have one timeout to use. Let's see if they can go for it. All right, so Najee gets the completion. And are they going to call timeout?
15 more yards there.
They will, with 6 seconds left.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either.
Wow.
No good. Off to the right.
Are you kidding me? Wow. So, well, anyway, Joshua James tried to get a field goal, but it was just not. It was not close enough, or the kick wasn't hard enough, or it didn't have the distance.
Very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
So, well, I mean, of course, Cleveland has one play left. Yeah, that was very far.
Right at the 50-yard line.
And Azrael going to go for one last play.
He's going to take a
Oh, he's going to go for it.
Why not?
Wait. Nope, drop. That's the end of the half, though.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's
I mean, it was like about 60 yards or about 55 yards, but not far enough. Not far enough.
Our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports halftime report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
All right, so Washington will start with the ball, however. So they have a chance to either tie or go ahead with a touchdown. They can tie with a field goal or go ahead. So Washington does have a chance.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the
Cleveland started with the ball to start the game, but of course the other team gets to start with the ball at the start of the second half. So Washington does get a possession at this point. Anyway, there you see Najee directing the troops.
Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game.
And a completion for 9 yards. Second and 1.
Good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On play
fakes the handoff. Oh, he's going long. What? Oh, that was a risky pass because that could have been intercepted. Wow. Najee, you could throw a ball. Now if the guy could catch it, or if he had caught it, especially with getting triple teamed, that would have been legendary. But as it is, 3rd and 1.
On 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
They hand it off, and he gets just enough yards to continue. Not a lot, but just enough.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion.
Yeah, just way too easy of a conversion there.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And Najee with another completion gets away from one tackler and gets another 1st down.
13 yards there on a Washington first.
Couple of first downs.
Yeah, definitely not with the nickel or dime situations there.
They're off to a fast start here.
I mean, then again, it could have worked, but again, yeah, definitely don't try to throw in triple coverage. Yeah.
On 1st down, he'll drop
another completion, and wow, what a catch!
And he's got this down to the
Number
35.
17, who's that? Oh, McLaurin. McLaurin with a big catch for 15 yards.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
First and 10.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
Gibson
He'll be taken down at the 34.
gets only 1 yard for that one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And Najee gets flushed out of the pocket. Goes for a throw. What a catch!
He's got him.
Got himself open.
As they work it inside the 10.
Man, Najee just finding ways to get the pass off.
That's the 3rd time on this
And
drive.
Dotson with another big catch.
Real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of
And
yardage.
Dotson was able to get to where the ball was going to go. And just like that, it's now 1st and goal at the 7. I mean, right now Washington is knocking on the door. And if you're Cleveland, you have to find a way to limit it to a field goal.
On the draw, it's Gibson. Down at the 2.
No, you're not in action today. I'm sorry about that, Jamar. But
4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down
but aside from that, though, you're more than welcome to chill out, man. So it's all good. It's all good.
Position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw.
Oh, gets flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run for it himself. Najee using his running back experience to run it in himself and take command, pun intended, for the Commanders. The Commanders take the lead.
That was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that
Again,
got his team down to that point.
Najee has running back experience, so this helped him. Hopefully we'll get a word from Najee in a moment. But great play by, yeah.
Extra point attempt to follow here.
And of course, Joshua does convert on the extra point, so he's got 2 points for himself, or contributing to the team, that is.
And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1.
All right, so Sean Sanders gets it to the 24. Hey, nice to see you, Logan.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because.
But yeah, great to see you there, Logan.
The intent still the same
in the chat.
and what they plan to do on offense.
All right, so 24, or rather, 1st and 10 at the 24 for Cleveland. Now it's up to Cleveland to score and answer back. And, well, an incompletion, but we have a flag. Let's see what this is.
That might be PI.
Wait. That was a defensive pass interference, and that's going to give them a first down. The last thing you want to do if you're Washington on defense, most especially, is give away, is to commit penalties and give Cleveland better field position and a first down. Cannot give them away. You cannot do that. Even, yeah, Najee would even have to tell you that. All right, Atticus or Asriel. Well, Atticus's brother Asriel with another completion for. To Amari Cooper once again, but this time at the 46 past midfield. I mean, one thing you know, I give Asriel credit; he's not giving up, and neither are the Browns. It might just come down to who could score last, but we'll see.
On 1st and 10, Black.
Asriel with a completion, touchdown! That was quick. Donovan Peoples-Jones with that catch and a touchdown for him, and the Browns regain the lead with an extra point upcoming. Yeah, I mean, really, that defensive interference penalty bit them. But then again, who knows whether they would have gotten it or not. But regardless, the Browns do get it, and they regain the lead.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
All right, so they take it to the 25. Not bad.
25-yard line.
Well, of course, Najee was able to answer the bell one time, so let's see if he can do it again.
Back onto the field. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So
yeah, it could be a scoregami
because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Yeah, it's turning into a shootout, really. First and 10.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And a complete. Well, I was going to say a completion, but they didn't get that one.
It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw.
And, wow, what a completion! And that would have been a touchdown had it not been saved. And again, John Dotson with a big catch.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play.
Nice mid-range throw. And had it not been for, I can't see his name is to his back, but Delpit got the tackle. Had it not been for Delpit, that would have been a touchdown.
So how about
that would have been. But as it is, it's 36, or at the Cleveland 36, excuse me. A completion. And they get to the 27, so that's a 2nd and 2. All right. Hiya, Crushing Kelly. By the way, your man had his game, and your bro is having his right now.
Here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL.
As it is, your bro's team, the Browns, lead 7-14. It's a very close game, so it's not over by any stretch, though. I was going to say run the ball on 2nd down, but go off King. Hiya, Spike. And then Spike says, hey, Kelly.
On the 27, here's 2nd and a couple.
All right, so 2nd and 2 at the 27. You could say that, Kelly.
Down to the 25-yard line.
I mean, your brother's team is in the lead, but again, it's very close. Washington can overtake or tie the game.
Their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll look to throw
another completion and a first down.
Caught inside the 10 and brought down, but not
and again, another guy that's coming up big is McLaurin.
18 yards there, and it'll be a
18 yards. So while these guys don't have a lot of receptions, they're getting a lot of yards for them.
And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
All right, so 1st and goal.
Get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw.
And a completion, although that actually results in a that's a loss of yards. That's 2 yards lost on that. Not a good decision there. I mean, great job by the defense for the Browns. I mean, that was a good defensive play there by Thornhill to get a tackle for a loss. I mean, obviously, if you're Cleveland, the one thing you want to do is limit them to a field goal. And in a better case situation, have them result in nothing. So let's see what happens here. 2nd and goal at the 9.
He'll look to throw.
Najee gets the completion. Does he get in? He does. The Commanders retake the lead.
Touchdown grab. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown
And
of their own.
and who else caught the pass? Your boy, Darius Helms. Yes, Darius Helms, the another star player outside of Najee, of course. But Darius Helms, you know, the Commanders, they needed a tight end, something they didn't have prior to this season, but they did, especially with Darius Helms.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after.
All right, so Washington takes the lead. And
It's up and good to make
all right,
it
so it's 3 extra
21-17.
points there for Joshua.
So that lines up a
So now that
7-point
means
drive.
that Cleveland is going to have 3 minutes and 37 seconds to march down the field and get a touchdown, because a field goal will not do it. A field goal will not do it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in
So
at
we'll need
the
a
goal
stop
line.
or yeah, exactly, a stop or a turnover.
22-yard line.
That's exactly what it's going to come down to. And obviously, for Cleveland,
Set to take
a-
over.
a field goal, it will not do it. They got to get a touchdown.
But now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And they have triple three. They have 3 minutes and 33 seconds to do it. And they'll start at the 22-yard line. Not a great place to start, but you got to start somewhere. It's certainly much better than inside the 20, that's for sure.
Throwing to start the drive. Black.
Azriel with a completion.
To Cooper. And he's
They get it to
taken down,
Cooper.
but able to
Now
slip
at the
across
37.
35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
All right, Azriel. Another completion. This time past midfield. Now they go from their own 37 to Washington's 38. Oh, boy. And if there's one thing that the Commanders have been known for, it is even when they have the lead, it's not safe.
And grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And Donovan Peoples-Jones with a big play.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
And now they're kind of stacked on the right side. I'm kind of surprised. Let's see, what do they do?
Black.
A completion?
Going left side here, and it's complete.
Well, that's good enough for 8 yards. That's not bad. Not a bad play there onto
One thing you're hoping for
Donovan
when you run
Peoples-Jones.
drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Looking to throw.
And Azriel with another completion, but this time he gets it to primetime Sean Spears. Sean Sanders, I'm so stupid. No, Sean Sanders, my bad. I don't know if Sean Sanders is still in the chat, but that was only your second reception, but it was a big one, because that's a first down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain.
So Washington, let's see what they do. Well, they go for the run, but they lose yards on that.
It's almost football 101. The that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get
Great,
behind you.
great tackle there by Curl. Curl was also one of the guys that got an interception during the Steeler game.
And finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now. This is second and long.
Well, primetime, you came up huge. Let's see if you can do it again.
Well, that's complete to Sanders.
You did, but that was only for 2 yards, sadly. Now, it does stop the clock, though. 3rd and 10.
They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw.
Fakes the handoff. Well, he had it, but he dropped it. Although, a great play, though, by number 29, Fuller. I mean, Fuller, he stuck with it and had and had Fuller not done that, Njoku would have caught it. But he kept at it, and Njoku dropped it. So now we're going to find out. Oh, yeah. All right, so they're going to go for it. But they got to get it. If they don't, it's over. 4th and 10. Game on the line. Did they get it? They got it. I can't believe it. What a catch!
First and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I thought for sure that was it, but no. Cooper with a huge catch. But now that goes into 1st and goal. That's 1st and goal. Let's see what they do. Gonna go for a throw, and then throws it away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He's back to throw.
And Cleveland does it.
Touchdown. And they've taken the lead.
They knew what they needed, and they got it. Cooper coming up huge again.
In the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just
and now the pressure is on Washington.
A little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for
unbelievable. What a game this is. I have to agree with you, Spike Ryan. This is a great game. In fact, I'm surprised. Like, if this was the Super Bowl, who knows what this turns into. But as it is, it's a trip to the Super Bowl that's on the line. All right, so Cleveland takes the lead 24-21. But now Washington has 53 seconds to do it. They have all 3 timeouts, though. A great play.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Yeah, you guys can still go for the win. Now you have to start at the 22 with 49 seconds left. A field goal can tie the game. In this case, that's a luxury that Cleveland didn't have. They had to go for it. They couldn't just settle for the tie. But now Washington is going to have to march down the field. And I have to think that Cleveland's going to do more cover as opposed to... Well, they get the first down. They get it to the 36. But they have to be careful not to let the time run out too soon, but also not to burn their timeouts too soon either.
And Washington
But they
now
will
gonna
use the timeout here.
First of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. He'll look to
All right.
throw.
Another completion.
Middle, and that's complete.
Well,
And he'll be
couldn't
taken
got by
down
2
and
guys,
settled
but could
down
not get
only
through the
with a
others.
gain of 9. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Intercepted!
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback.
Oh, what a play by Thornhill.
Picked up by
And that might just do it.
The Browns
Oh,
have just about
man.
summed up this football game.
Well,
you had to take
somebody
chances here with
somebody
clock
on
winding
defense,
down, needing a
one of these
touchdown to win
defenses
it,
was going to
and
have
that
to come
one
up with
might
a
have
play,
just sealed their fate.
and it just so happened to be the Browns.
The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defense,
Unbelievable.
they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on
And
the ball.
Washington
and
only
that
has
they
one
did.
timeout to burn, but unbelievable. Well, all Cleveland has to do is not turn over the ball, especially in the style of Miracle at the Meadowlands. If they don't do that, they will go to the Super Bowl. And in fact, well, they would go if Washington didn't use the timeout. But to Najee, I gotta say, I'm very sorry about that, man. Washington couldn't hold on, and in fact, they couldn't even, like, if Washington had been able to get a stop even once, they probably would have won. But unfortunately, Cleveland got the one stop that they needed. And that's going to run out the clock, but I want to say, take nothing away from Najee. I think Najee's going to come back stronger than ever.
I remember a coach
So,
in a
what
previous
more can
stop
I
telling
say?
me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there
Well,
like you stole something. And they did in this
I don't know
one.
if I'm sorry about this, Najee. I really am. Yep, GG's indeed. But for Azriel and primetime Sean Sanders and Munchie,
it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you,
so it's going to be the Browns and the Packers in the Super Bowl. And you have 2 members of the House of Black. You have 2 brothers, actually.
No one shied away from it. They tuned out the
And that
crowd,
is,
kept their head
and it turned out
and
that field goal
executed the way
was
they
the
needed
one
to
thing
earn that win.
that proved to be the difference. How apropos. So, really, what more can I say other than the House of Black explode? And of course, Patty's going to be in the middle of it. But I got to say, Najee, you gave us a great game. No one can ever take that away from you.
Thanks for watching.
But for Washington, they just, I mean, it was one bad play by Najee, but a great play by a defensive player in Thornhill. Well, anyway, let's take a look at the stats as we usually do. Yeah, if they do that, because again, a field goal wouldn't have worked for the Browns, so they had to go for it. Oh, Deshaun Watson had one pass attempt, which was for 3 yards, but it was a touchdown. He still had the old magic at that point. But yeah, Najee had a 107.1, and Azriel had a 129. So Azriel was definitely the better quarterback. had more yards. Najee had the higher completion percentage. And Azrael had 2 touchdowns. Najee has 1. But that 1 interception was the killer. And on the other hand, Najee had a rushing touchdown, as did Logan Thomas. And Antonio Gibson had the most yards, whereas Najee had the highest average yards per carry. I can't talk, and a touchdown himself. But yeah, Jahan Dotson, he was huge with 108 yards. And in fact, he had the most yards, and then not far behind him was Amari Cooper. And in fact, like, Dotson and Cooper were number 1 and 2 in terms of yards per reception. Oh, of course. Absolutely. You're more than welcome to, watch the Super Bowl and who knows? We'll see what happens in that game. But yeah, however, Cooper had a touchdown, as did Donovan Peoples-Jones, as did Darius Helms. Actually, and Amari Cooper. In fact, this proved to be the difference. And then, of course, Joel Bitonio allowed a sack. He'll have to clean that up. And then, let's see, Anthony Walker Jr. and Cody Barton had the most tackles total. And then Curl and Allen and Thornhill had tied for the most tackles for loss. Daron Payne had 1 sack. In fact, only one guy had a sack, and that was him. And then Juan Thornhill was the guy that came up with the interception that clinched the game. And, okay. And both Mr. Vince and Joshua got 3 extra points apiece, so... And here's another stat. Neither guy punted for his team. That's actually a good stat when your punter doesn't have to punt. Of course, Sean Sanders and Antonio Gibson did pretty well with the kick returns. And there were no punt returns because there were no punts. So, there you go. So, it's going to be the House of Black explode. It's going to be... let me cross out the Browns now that they're out. So, you have the 6 seed... Or, not the 6 seed, sorry. The 5 seed... Commanders and the 6 seed Green Bay Packers. So that means the Commanders will have the quote-unquote home field distinction. But either way, the House of Black will explode. And I'm thinking of doing this on Sunday because, well, I usually do Blue Toad Wrestling on a Saturday, as per usual. But up until recently, of course, even I wasn't too sure about that because, well, I had other plans and commitments, but they kind of fell through. So the Super Bowl will take place on Sunday. And, of course, it'll be just one game, but it's the Super Bowl, of course. So with all that said, now that we've... taken care of all the other... So 10 teams came into this season, but now we're down to 2. The Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers. So I want to say congratulations to the Brothers Black. Yeah, sure. I'll probably send you like You'll probably get the notification in the server. Or you can click the bell to get a notification for that. So it's all good. It's all good. So with all that, that's going to do it for the show. I'll see you tomorrow for Uno. And of course, because it's Friday, there's always the possible late start. I will stay in touch with Diamond Light, and if plans need to change, we'll do that. But aside from that, at least we now have the Super Bowl ready. But until then, this is the Blue Toad signing off. Have a good night, everybody, and do stay safe. God bless, and may the best team win. Love you, love you, bye. And congratulations, Patty. Thank you. All right.